I like the fact that I'm using 3 different types of wood, so there's going to be quite a bit going on, but at the same time it all should work together. So I'm really happy with how these are looking. Just texturally they're epic. Let's make some shelves. So I have just put all of the pieces for the sides together and I've cut some extra pieces to show the total length top and bottom. So when I get the frame and lay it over the top, it should, with the 1/8 of an inch gap, be perfect. Okay, so that's a really good starting point, so I'm just going to carefully slide that out and drop that down. And then I'm going to do the same on this side, not moving it. Right. From here, I'm going to do the first 2. Basically just put a line on the edge where the shelves need to go. Yes, you can judge me. I'm using a pen, not a pencil. I forgot to buy some pencils today, so that's on the list of things to do tomorrow. All right. So, what I'm thinking is, because I don't have a table saw, I'm going to use the drop saw and set the height to basically half the thickness of the wood so I can inset the shelving. So I'm going to figure out what the total width is here and then obviously cut it on either side. And figure it out from there. But I want to go half and half on each of them. This isn't overly scientific. I'm using my micrometer here, but should be pretty good. My micrometer usually runs within plus or minus 1 millimeter, so we'll see. Let's get this guy and run this across both of them. Definitely need to get some pencils because using a pen is average. Right, let's do the same for the next piece, but you see basically what you're going to get is I'm going to cut it down about halfway. As you can see, I'm using wood that would otherwise not be used. I don't have a problem with a little bit of imperfection on these utilitarian pieces, and it's a shame to waste a piece of wood just because it's got a little knot in it. Right, so I'm going to transfer that across to the next one, so on and so forth. Then I'm going to use the drop saw, chop it all down, and away we go. I've just put the sides on and one of the bases to measure the width of all of the shelves, and I realized that I made a mistake. I should have left the bottom piece without taking any edging off it, and so what it's done is it has shortened my shelf slightly. So I'm going to have to get another piece of wood. I don't have enough of the long sides to be able to throw them away and do them again. So I I'm going to cut a little bit more off the inside here and recess this shelf in. And then from there, I'm going to put another piece on the bottom. So only you and I will know, so just don't tell anyone, okay? Just mocked it all up, and look, there's some learnings in there. It's definitely not perfect, but at the same time, I recovered the top and the bottom. As you can see, I've just mocked everything in there at the moment. It all needs to be leveled. I need to get the chisel in, tidy up the last of the grooves, sort it all out. Then I can start gluing it up. So my goal is to get both of these done today and then crack a beer. Welcome back down the rabbit hole. It's a good morning this morning. I've come in, taken the clamps off. It's all set up nicely. It's all pretty solid. You know, one of the things that I forgot about hardwood, or especially like native New Zealand timber, it's very heavy. So I've been getting a workout this morning, lugging this around while I gave it a quick sand. Next piece of the puzzle is I'm going to slather it in boiled linseed oil. Now that's going to bring out a really sort of orange hue to match the rest of the tool wall. So yeah, I'm really excited to bring these to life. You've probably also noticed I got a bit enthusiastic while I was waiting for this stuff to set, and I started mocking up my Myford lathe. So I'll get to that a bit later, but I'm sure you would have spotted it in the background as it's kind of the first tool or machine to pop up in the space, and hopefully it gives you a bit of a taster as to what's to come, because there's some pretty cool stuff. Very thirsty wood, but it's come up amazing. I am really quite stoked with these cabinets actually. So next piece of the puzzle, I'm going to hydrate the cedar doors and see what color they come up. I'm actually pumped to see that the cedar is, albeit a bit lighter, it's very similar in color, which is epic. So yeah, I mean, there's a slathered in boiled linseed oil. As I said before, boiled linseed oil is used predominantly to bring a more orange hue out. And as you can see behind me, it's kind of the vibe I'm looking for this vintage workshop. So yeah, really happy with the choice of timbers, really happy with the color it's coming up. Now I just have to straighten everything up a touch and start installing them. Well, I've got a few minutes up my sleeve, and one of the first things that I want to get into and have installed on my tool wall is my 1930s Myford i30 lathe that I picked up off Facebook Marketplace a few months ago. It's in really good condition for its age. There's a few little dings and dents on it that I'm going to tidy up. I'm not going to repaint or fully restore this lathe. I actually love the patina and just the years of work that it's put in, that it shows. So I'm going to start this morning and actually just get some of the mechanisms working a little bit smoother. Things are a little bit stiff, but for now, I'm going to give this old girl a birthday. So let's get it done. So I start by spraying penetrating oil into all of the areas that haven't moved for a while. Penetrating oil sucks down into all of the threads, all of the mechanisms, and starts to free everything up. It takes a little while, so it needs to sit there while I'm wiping the surfaces. And after a while, all the joints start to free up, and like most things, once you give it a good scrub, it comes up okay. This actually has exceeded my expectations. It still looks like an absolute mess, but now it's time to spray everything down. Give it another coat of inox, lubricate all the oiling points, and set it on the bench behind me. I decided, because I've got only beer in the fridge, it's time for a beer. Cheers. That behind me is pretty cool. You know, people throw these things away or value them cheaply, and if you just put a bit of time into them and a bit of love, they're just as good, if not better, than what's around today. So these have been marinating for a few days. The boiled linseed oil has come up a treat on these. I'm really surprised by how dark the wood is. I was expecting it to kind of match the kauri and rimu sort of hues that I have, thinking that it was rimu. Yeah, I'm not sure. I thought that their frames were cedar, but they've come up really dark. And so these, really cool thing is though, is that the frames match the shelves and the backing boards. Show you guys. But it's come up pretty good for a completely recycled set of cabinets. Couldn't have come out better. So let's get them on the wall. You ripper. Gotta be happy with that. Oh. 2 for 2.